Thank you for tuning in to another edition of the Vulcan Report. Today we're going to take a look at a couple of securities and see where we are in the midst of things. The first thing that we want to notice is that we have a total here of 9 screens, and pretty much the majority of them you see a red bear, meaning that we're in a bear market. That's crude oil, the Dow, US dollar index, the NASDAQ, the S&P 500. Silver is a big question mark. Gold is in a bull market. The 10-year and the 30-year notes are in bull markets. Okay, so the bottom 3 here are bullish. The ones up here bearish. Silver is still question mark because it's trapped inside of the Kumo cloud of death. Let's start off with the crude oil futures. As you can see here, we are in a bear market, hence the bearish and the bear in the bottom right hand corner. And you'll notice that we're trading below the Kumo cloud up here. Okay, we're down here. We tried to retrace off of the lows, but we're bumping up against resistance now at this red line right here. Okay, major resistance is coming into play right here. I'm anticipating that based on this particular trend pattern that we'll most likely start the next leg down, which should test the bottom of this bar and actually head lower and break below this green line support here. Okay, so going forward, looking at the technicals, yesterday we closed down about 53 cents, but we did have some stronger bids going into the close. As far as market sentiment is concerned, we have a swing VIX reading of -9. The market pulse is negative because it's trading below the zero signal line, and the pulse scan crossed above the swing VIX, creating an uptrend channel as of 5 sessions ago. We have a crash alert posted for the crude oil futures for the next trading day, which means we have a short-term market top with a possible sell-off likely to do to the weaker market pulse projections, and so we're going to look to see if that manifests itself for Wednesday's trading. The last signal was an oversold buy 5 periods ago, which was here, okay, up in here. And since the last swing VIX signal, the crude oil futures has increased 6.10%. and it's ranged from a high of $88.05 a barrel to $75.71 per barrel. Alright, taking a look now at our momentum readings, the market trend is very bearish. As you can see, the crude oil has been under heavy distribution for some time now. As far as the trend strength reading, it is also showing bearish momentum. However, we are range bound at the moment. And as far as our intraday price projections, we have resistance at $88.05 and support at $85.50. And the system is issuing a sell short signal here at $84.59, placing the stop at $89.21. Generally, I don't post the entries and stuff on the YouTube videos. That's usually left for the trading room and for the blog, but you can see these on the blog. Weekly pulse wave price projections, we have breakout resistance at 102.06 and the pulse wave breakout support at 72.96. And you'll want to take a look at the next pulse wave cycle that is developing here in the crude oil. That will be in today's commentary on the blog. Our monthly price projections, we have our long-term trendline resistance at $92.79 a barrel, and our long-term trendline support is currently at $70.76 per barrel. Our bear market downtrend 12 to 18 month price target is $26.69. As for volatility, we are closing above the lower band by 33%. Now switching our focus to the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Similar chart pattern to that of the crude oil, trading below the Kumo cloud, as you can see, try to build a support base to retrace from. But you'll notice that the retracement is more of a 38% retracement for those of you that follow Fibonacci. We have a high here, we have a low base here. We're trying to get back to at least 50%, which will be around here, still significantly below the cloud. Chances are, it's a strong possibility we could bump up against the resistance of the cloud. We're going to hit strong resistance up here, this brown line here, and so there's a strong possibility that we might not even make it that far. All right. Taking a look at how we closed down about 34 points. And we have a spinning top, and that is a candle with a small real body. Excuse me. Spinning tops identify a session in which there is little price action. It's defined by the difference between the open and the close. During a rally or near new highs, a spinning top can be a sign that prices are losing momentum and that the bulls may be in trouble. Looking at market sentiment, we have a swing VIX reading of -14. The market pulse is negative since it's trading below the zero signal line. The pulse scan crossed above the swing VIX, creating an uptrend channel as of 5 periods ago. The last signal was an oversold buy 5 periods ago, which was back in here during the base. And the swing VIX has just reached its highest value in the last 14 periods. This is bullish. The swing VIX has set a new 14-period high, while the security price has not. This is a bullish divergence. Since the pulse scan leads the market 3 to 5 days out, we will wait to see if upside breakout occurs. Taking a look now at momentum, we still show very bearish, heavy distribution, bearish momentum picking up. And as far as the trend line retracements, the close is currently below its pulse wave cycle trend line retracement of 11,388. Today's sell-off pushed prices on the close below the long-term trend line support. This is bearish, as the market is now under heavy distribution. The close is currently below its long-term trend line retracement of 11,716. Today's sell-off pushed prices on the close below the long-term trend line support. This is bearish, as the market is now under heavy distribution. As far as our intraday price projections, we have resistance at 11,459 and support at 11,246. We do not anticipate that any one of those will really get taken out, since we've been kind of consolidated and congested here, even though we're not even anywhere near being inside the Kumo cloud. Very strange, unusual price action showing up here in the charts. Our monthly price projections, we have a long-term trend line resistance currently at 11,388 and long-term trend line support at 99.36. Our bear market downtrend 12 to 18 month price target is at 7,032. Alright, switching our focus to silver, you'll see that we are still consolidated within the Kumo cloud of death. Here's the resistance part here, the top band of the cloud, lower band of the cloud here. Still very wide range. We're trying to inch back up toward the top of that range of the Kumo cloud. Again, until we can break out or below the cloud, we have no direction in the silver, and we're just in a long-term consolidated phase in the silver. We're showing a neutral market position with a question mark here in the bottom right-hand corner, because we don't know ultimately which way the market is going to break, whether it be up or down. Let's take a look at the technicals here. We closed down about 2 ticks on the close yesterday. We have a long lower shadow which occurred, and this is typically a bullish signal, particularly when it occurs near a low price level, at a support level, or when the security is oversold. One note of caution: any kind of a market readout that you get while the security is inside the Kumo cloud, for the most part, is insignificant and immaterial. It doesn't matter. Until the market breaks out and does what it needs to do, it's just going to chop and trade both at the top and try to go below, try to trade the entire range, just whipsaw up and down. As far as market sentiment, we have a negative swing VIX reading of negative 5.22. And looking at momentum, this is our Kumo cloud reading. We have a neutral trend within a bearish Kumo consolidation cloud. We have a possible trend reversal with upside bullish breakout risk. A close below 35.36 is needed to reestablish the downward trend. However, a close above $40.93 will establish a new upward trend. Price projections going forward for the next day, we have resistance at $40.21 and support at $39.25. As for volatility, we closed below the upper band by 43.6%. Taking a look at gold now, on the other hand, is a little bit different. We're bullish, hence the little green bull in the corner, and we see bullish here. Nice, powerful, consistent, smooth uptrend here. Starting to pull back now, bump up against resistance, some profit taking. We're trading within the range of this last parabolic bar here. And the market's trying to get ready to make a move higher. But it's going to be under continued pressure to do so. We close up about $21. And we have a swing VIX reading of 34. And the market pulse is positive since it's trading above the zero signal line, and the pulse gain crossed below the swing VIX, creating a downtrend channel as of 2 periods ago. The last signal was an overbought sell 2 periods ago, which was here. Okay, market looked like it wanted to correct, but it didn't. Just drew in some bears, trapped them, and then broke higher, as you can see. As far as momentum is concerned, as you know, we're very bullish. We're under heavy accumulation in gold. Trend strength is also showing bullish momentum. And taking a look at price projections for the following day, we have resistance at 1791.30 and support at around 1762.20. All right. I anticipate that eventually the topside resistance is going to be violated, but not the support level because of the strength in the market. Seems like there's nothing that can stop this this market from going higher. It's just going to continue to go higher. Monthly price projections. The bull market uptrend 12 to 18 month price target outlook is at $2,425 an ounce. Long-term trendline resistance is currently at 1817.60. Long-term trendline support is currently at 1513.90. As for volatility, we close below the upper band by 10.2%. Okay, I'll end it with the NASDAQ 100 futures, the E-mini. Just been whipsawing around, drawing in long, stopping them out, drawing in shorts, stopping them out, just whipsawing around. But the overall trend is still bearish. It's a little bit closer to hitting the Kumo cloud than the Dow and the S&P is. But again, we have a spinning top, and you know that usually is a sign that we're hitting the top and that the bulls may be in trouble. As for market trend, we show that the uptrend is still intact with prices holding above the trend line support, which is at 2091. So as long as prices stay above 2091, we do set a foundation for a bull run. However, the trend strength is showing bearish momentum. Okay, so there's a lot of bearishness still in the market, but it does have the potential to gain legs and rally up. We'll have to see. But the system is showing sell signals, basically selling the rallies here in this market. And the bear market downtrend 12 to 18 month price target is set at 1,059 in the NASDAQ. Unless they can turn things around, long-term trendline resistance is at 2091.41, which we're trading above. Long-term trendline support is at 1747. So the fate of the stock indexes is still yet to be decided, but an argument can be made that we're basing out and trying to rally here. We'll have to wait and see what develops over the next few days. But as of right now, system is looking at, as you can see, a sell signal going forward for the following day. So we'll see what materializes. All right. So remember, take what you can, giving out